Hey yarn friends, welcome back to LlamaMamaKayla's Yarn Tube. I'm very excited to be back here with you all. I've missed you all tremendously. I've missed making videos and just reading your comments and such. Excuse me, I may have to get a cough drop, so excuse me if I do. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. No matter what you did, no matter if you were by yourself, I hope you enjoyed your day. I know Thanksgiving was different for lots of families this year. It really wasn't that different from our family. It was the four of us. The boys cooked, mainly Dakota cooked because he was off work. And he created a very delicious, amazing meal for us. It was so delicious. They woke me up and told me it was time to eat. And I got up and went to the restroom and went and sat down and waited on them to bring it all to the table, and we ate. And then I went and laid back down. I've been having lots of health issues, and I do feel like I'm on the verge of turning the corner. This past week, I started high doses of prednisone, and so I'm starting to feel human again, and hopefully we'll be able to function, better soon. I have lupus and Raynaud's, if you don't know that, and I, lost a lot of fingers here, and due to lupus and Raynaud's, and so stress plays a big role in my health, and we have had a lot of stress going on in our home, and that is just, it took a toll on my health, like really bad. And I just have not been able to function, and just been, it's been horrible. But we let Jody's brother move in with us, and we didn't have an extra bedroom or anything like that. We rearranged our den, which is Jody's room. It's a very long room. I don't know, it's about 30 feet long, I guess. I don't know. It's a long room. And so we rearranged that and made a corner, and we got him a bed and, a nightstand, a dresser, and things like that, and put back there in that corner for him to have a little space. And so Jody went to Baton Rouge and picked him up and brought him up here to live with us with no plans in place. And that was our first mistake. Not having any plans or any kind of, we didn't really talk about goals or anything like that beforehand, and we should have, and we did not. And so he was with us for 9.5 weeks, and it did not go well at all. It didn't go well. And we expected him to come, and he didn't have a vehicle or anything like that, so it would have been on me if he was to get a job to take him back and forth. So we told him he had to get a job like close to the mall area, which is close to us. And so anyway, he never applied for a job, never tried to get a job or anything like that. He had no income, and kind of just expected us to meet all his needs, and which we were meeting basic needs, but not frivolous, just wants and stuff, and then he didn't want to help out in the house. Like every night before we go to bed at night, we all turn in and clean up, and we don't have like a set time we do that, but like when I say, okay, when Jody's about to go to bed at night, we all just get up and start cleaning up and doing our part to tidy up the house so we can go to bed with a clean house and wake up to a clean house. But Eric wouldn't participate in that. He would go to bed. When we would start cleaning up, he would go get in the bed. And so that wasn't working out because my boys worked full-time jobs and come home and cook and clean. And Eric's sitting there watching TV all day long and eating and going to bed and not helping clean or anything like that. So it wasn't fair to them. It's very annoying to me for Jody to go to work with his knees in the shape that they are, and then come home and have to cook and clean and do all this, when his brother, who was very capable of helping cook and clean, did nothing. So that was very disappointing. And then he was lying to us about a lot of things. He lied to us about the circumstances that brought him up here. He continued to lie to us about different things. He was stealing from us, and he ended up stealing my medications. And that's kind of where we drew the line, when he stole my medications. And so it did not end well. It did not. And Jody, we tried to help him, but we're not equipped to help someone in his situation, I guess. And he really needed to be with non-family members so that they would force him to do things. And we could not force him to do anything, I guess. I don't know. It just didn't work out. It was a sad situation. But anyway, so I just want to give an update that played a major role in my health, and just things going on in our home made it very difficult to try to record. The dogs, we have 5 dogs. They hated Eric. Anytime he moved, they would bark like crazy. So there's not really much of a way I could make a video, because the dogs would have been going crazy and barking every time he moved. And also, we suspect that he was mean to the dogs. The dogs were scared of him, and even the cat was very scared of him. So it just didn't go well. We didn't plan that out well enough, or have any kind of goals or rules or anything like that in place before we jumped and made that decision. But anyway, so we're trying to heal around here. Lots going on. And with my health, I've just been having a horrible time not being able to function. There's been days I can't get out of the bed. My teeth have been just crumbling away. If it was one tooth, you'd say, okay, you had a bad tooth. But when you have like 3 or 4 teeth just crumbling all at the same time on different sides of the mouth and all that, that's part of your health. And lupus and Sjogren's also can affect the teeth, especially Sjogren's, where you're having a dry mouth. That can very much affect the teeth. Plus, I have horrible acid reflux. That plays a role on the teeth also. And so just my health in general has been really bad. And I haven't been able to function. I'm sitting here right now with very dirty hair because I have not been able to wash my hair. Actually, this was the first day I've brushed my hair, and I don't know how long, honestly. My arms are weak. I can't lift them up to brush my hair or wash my hair. And that's, the sad truth of living with lupus and a chronic illness, is sometimes you just can't function. And normally I have days where I can't function, and I have days where I can function. But I've had a string of bad days where I cannot function. So anyway, enough about that, but I did kind of want to give you an update of what has been going on with that. So moving on, I wanted to share some finished projects that I have and some projects I'm working on, and to tell some things maybe coming up soon. So, some finished projects. In October, I was able to record a few projects, and I just thought I would, give a recap of what I did make and things. I'd made some little treat bags on looms. These were made on the 24-peg loom, and this one was made on the 24-peg loom. And so, these, just little treat bags that I've tied with some ribbon here. And then And I will say this, I have a project over here that I started filming in October, and I just have one last piece to film on it, and I just could never do it. I would, come in here and try to do it. Plus, my coughing got really, really bad where I couldn't even breathe without gasping and coughing and stuff. So, yeah, I have this project here. I don't know if you can actually even see that. So, I have this project here that I need to finish up filming, and then I guess just save that video for next October. I don't know. But anyway. And some other things I had made just for some little cute decorations. Cheap, easy yarn, and I made this with a loom. And his lights are in there to make that light up, when the lights aren't on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And I also made a couple more in that same style, and they have lights in them that I'm just not going to turn on right now. I love Frankenstein. And then I have the ghost holding the word boo. And like I said, it had lights in it also. Yeah, lights are in there. So anyway, I made those little 3 decoration things. And I also made a little Frankenstein doll and maybe another little doll, a ghost. I think I gave those away, so I don't have those anymore. Also this little, it could be a trick-or-treat bag or a purse or something like that, but these are made on the 41 peg loom, and I did record tutorials on these. And then I have a cat bag that I made. I think that's all the things I had actually made on a loom. The rest is probably crochet. But Repeat Crafter Me had put out this crochet pattern of this little sloth hat, and I don't think it's a new pattern. I think she's had it out. And it's on her blog. And if I remember, I will leave a link to it below in the description box. If I don't remember, it's Repeat Crafter Me. I love the little feet, how they turned out there. But anyway, little sloth hat. And this comes in different sizes. I think I made a child size, but I think that would fit an adult, actually, because it turned out kind of biggish. I'm trying to, in practicing my crochet, I am trying to not crochet so tight. And I've been practicing that when I'm doing blankets, because I don't want them so tight that they're stiff. I want them loose where they're draped better and, more comfortable to snuggle up in. And so I've been practicing doing looser crocheting, looser stitches, and I think that's what got me on that. Let's see, another little project I done, and this is Repeat Crafter Me. I had made some the owl scarf. She has this owl. It's an owl on both sides, and it's a really super cute scarf. It has pom-pom feet with the owls. But anyway, I had made a couple of those scarves, and then I made this owl just out of cotton yarn. Everything on here is cotton to use in the kitchen as like just to put on the counter and set a pot or a pan on or something, So, that's that. I don't have, like, my colors of cotton. Most of my sugars and cream or peaches and cream or Crafter's Secret, that's the cottons I have. Most of those are variegated, so it was hard to have solids. But then these solids came from Dollar Tree. So, and this was just cotton, I think, or just cotton. I don't know what it's called, but it was the little bitty balls from Dollar Tree. So, that's where I got these solid colors. Because mostly I don't think I have solid colors. And then, I made some cute little baby loveys. And, what's special about this lovey is that, you can tell this is a new little unicorn I bought. But these loveys, they come off of the animal. So you see I have this little unicorn and this lovey. And what the lovey is, it's a hole in the middle. And it is stretchy. And then you can change out your animals or take these off and wash or whatever you need to do. But this pattern is by Zelda. She created this pattern, and on this pattern here, I followed her pattern exactly, I believe. And then after I made this first one, then I kind of changed up her pattern just a little bit, just to fit my needs and the way I like it. But you know, there's nothing wrong with this one, by all means. I just changed it up a little bit to suit my crochet style. And I love these because, you know, you can change out the animal and all and take them apart and wash them if you need to. But anyway, I love these little baby loveys. So I made that one, and then thought I'd make some Christmas ones. And so I made this little elf, and you can see he's got legs and all that under there, so it's kind of like a doll. Same thing, that comes off. I made this one. Then I made this one for, you know, Christmassy, little elf. I love the way these turned out. They're so cute. And then I found this little snowman, and he is just adorable. And so I made a little lovey to go on him. Oh, and I think he makes a little sound. And then I found a little Santa, so I made a little Santa lovey for him. And like I said, this pattern is by Zelda, and I will leave a link to Zelda's little tutorial where she kind of explains what she does on this. You know, Zelda at the beginning of it, she says, you know, that she doesn't do tutorials, but she did a great job explaining what she did, because I was able to, you know, understand and pick up and do this. So anyway, I'll leave a link to that in case anybody wants to check that out. And so let's see, is that all I have actually completed? Maybe I think that's all I completed. I think I did a few more Halloween type things or fall type things that I've already gave away. Oh yeah, I did the candy corn slipper socks on the Loom, on the 24 peg Loom. I made those for myself, and I wear them almost every night. I don't wear them like walking around the house, but I wear them when I get in the bed at night. And so they don't get dirty because I take them off in the mornings when I get up and I don't walk around in them. But they get real stretched out of shape, which is fine. And then I wash them, you know, like once a week. And so they're stretched out of shape right now, so I didn't want to show them. I usually wash my clothes on Sundays, or I don't. Actually, Jody does. He washes mine and his clothes on Sundays, and so they'll get washed again on Sunday. And I don't wear them if it's warm at night, but if we have a really cold night, I will put those on because I do have Raynaud's and it affects my feet as much as it affects my hands. And so, gotta try to keep those feet warm. And actually, I've made several pairs of those slipper socks for myself, and I cannot find a pair of them. Like, when the season's end, like winter ends, we pack things up, and it's like I never see them again. I don't know where they go. And so I need to make myself a few more pairs of slipper socks. Those I make on the 24 peg loom. They are not tight on my feet. My feet and legs swell really bad. And those are very comfortable and they don't cause me problems. And so I need to make myself a few more pairs of those to, have a change. And then I did make a pumpkin pocket shawl. And if I'm able to, I will pop a picture in here to show that. My neighbor up the road modeled it for me, and I appreciate her doing that so much. And I did give her the pocket shawl, the pumpkin pocket shawl. I gave that to her as a thank you for modeling it for me. I created that on the loom, and it turned out really cute. And I'm going to create one for myself for next fall. Okay, so the other things I have working on is I am making myself a Christmas coat. Now, I'm in Louisiana, so it doesn't get like freezing cold here. But the temperatures will drop and we'll have a cold day, maybe 2 or 3 in a row, and then, it warms back up. But inside my home, excuse me, inside my home it stays pretty cool. We have lots of large oak trees around our house, and so the sun doesn't shine directly on my house, and it just holds the coolness in. And so it's pretty chilly in here sometimes. And sometimes it's chilly in here, but it's not really cold enough to turn on the heat. And so I'll wear a robe or something like that, throw on a sweater. And anyway, so I wanted to make myself I started out making a Christmas blanket, and then I decided I do not need another blanket. And so, or more like a lap size blanket. I didn't need another one. So I decided to turn it into a wearable. And so I just kept crocheting on it and kept working on it and kept working on it until I have a coat. I don't know what else to call it. It's monstrous. And I'm almost finished with it, but I did want to show y'all the progress on it. Oh, wait a minute. Jody folded this up for me because I had it laid out on the table, and he needed to clear the table to set the table today. So, I don't know what the best way to unwrap this. Let's see. Okay. Whew. Okay, so this started out being a blanket by Repeat Crafter Me. You might have seen on I just snagged it. You might have seen on the internet, Facebook, or anywhere, Yarn Inspirations or anywhere like that. She was doing this blanket that has a Rudolph panel and a Santa panel, and then the next panel is connected, and I may have these in the wrong order from hers, but then we have an elf panel and a snowman panel. And so I made these panels, and they're quite long. They're really long. But then I decided I didn't want it to be a blanket. I wanted it to be a Christmas. I was kind of in my mind, I was thinking like ugly sweater, tacky sweater or something like that. And it just kept growing until I was like, okay, maybe this is like a Christmas coat. I don't know. So this is the top part of the back. And I do have these panels sewn together already. And then you can see the back ends right there, but I need to go on down. So I do have my other pieces for that. The squares that'll be the bottom half of the back side of the Grinch. And I just made a granny square and just kind of made up a Grinch face. And then I have just a Christmas granny square. And again, just a Christmas color granny square. And then I have a granny square with a granny tree. And this pattern I did get from Jada. The tree come from Jada and Stitches. And the star, I didn't use anyone's pattern, but I had made a star before, and I don't remember whose pattern I used for that, so I just remembered how to do it. So I just made a circle and then chained like 6 or 8, and then went back, and then connected, chained 6 or 8, and went back, and so I just remembered how to make that star. And then here's a square with variegated that I hadn't tied in the ends yet. It's the only one I think. I better keep that one out so I can remember to do that. And then I made one here with Christmas lights. And I think these might have been Jada and Stitches also. The bulbs, the pattern that I followed. It was a video for Jada and Stitches, I believe. And then I just did the I forgot what you call that, top crochet. I forgot what you call that. Surface crochet. Yeah, I just did like a surface crochet type thing across there. And then for another one, I did a gingerbread face. I did surface crochet right here, and here I just did a circle and then went around another round, and the same for the eyes, and then I just crocheted, and I might have double crocheted back. I mean, not double crochet, single crochet, and then I just tacked all that on. And then I have one that's just red and white. So I need to piece those together, and I'm going to do that over the weekend because I want to have this finished before December the 1st. And I have all these pieces right here made. I have all these pieces right here that will go on those panels. I just got to lay it out on the table again and do it. And this is the yarn that I have gotten for the sleeves. You can see I love this yarn, and it's a sparkle. Do they have a certain name for it? They just call it Christmas, and it does have the sparkle in it. None of the other parts of it have sparkle, except this tree right there that did have a sparkle in that green yarn. But anyway, I don't know if I'm going to do the sleeves because I'm just making this up as I go, okay? I don't know if I'm going to do the sleeves the granny stitch style, or if I'm going to try to do it double crochet. In my mind, I think it would be cool if I did double crochet and I came out to about right here and then flared it, so that the sleeves were bigger right here, and kind of just whimsical type thing. It's kind of what I'm going for. It's just like, you know, like a crazy Christmas coat. So anyway, I don't know about the sleeves yet, because I'm just making this up as I go along. I hope that adding these squares right here will lengthen the back to what needs to be. If not, I will try to add some yarn at the bottom of that to make it all the right size. So I've been trying this on as I'm working on it, and Dakota, excuse me, Dakota has been helping me try it on and kind of pin where I need to connect it together and stuff like that. So I want to have that finished by December the 1st. So I only have a few days. Another project that I'm working on is a blanket. And I almost have 3 cakes into this. This is the last part of a 3rd cake. And I'm doing a continuous granny square. Here it is. I did not color control this. It just, ever how it ended and changed to the next color. And then as I finished cake 1, I just tied on and went straight to cake 2. I didn't color control or nothing like that. Just ever how it played out, it's how it played out. And then I added in cake 3. And I think that's going to make it the size that I want it. It's, you know, just a comfortable throw blanket just to kind of cover up. And it has worked up so squishy. This yarn is called Lilac Frosting, and it is a carrot cake. Now, I don't know when carrot cakes were out in Michael's because, you know, I hadn't been playing with yarn all that long. I believe I got this in like 2016. I had bought several of these cakes, and I wanted to make a wearable for myself, which I never did. And so I pulled out these cakes. I think I have 5 of them in total. I have located 3 of them. Maybe I made something with 2 of them. I don't know. But it's worked up so squishy and soft. I love that. And I'm using a J hook, a 6mm hook. So I'm using a J hook on this, and it's very just soft and lovely feeling. You know, I think it's going to be a really nice blanket. So I should be able to finish that up soon while I'm watching TV at night or something. Be able to get that done. But I'm loving that, how it's turning out. I'm sorry I'm going to get a cough drop because my throat is feeling pretty dry. So I wanted to tell you some things coming up and just things in general. So December will be here before we know it. And I'm doing a yarn swap. It's a scrap yarn swap with Terri at YarnJoy Podcast. And if you haven't checked out Terri's channel, I encourage you to do so. She's very regular, and she always shows what projects she's working on and what projects she has coming up, what she's finished and what she's working on and things coming up and such. But anyway, I started watching Terri back in like 2016, I think, or 17. I don't know, but and I really love Terri. I love watching her videos, and I love her as the person that she is. You know, I know I can always ask Terri to pray with me about things going on, and I know I can count on her for that. So anyway, just over the years we've talked, and I really care a lot about Terri. And at one time I think we had even talked about doing a swap scrap yarn ball for Advent, and we never did do it. Things, just how life gets in the way. And so this year we decided to do that. Terri messaged me and asked if I want to do it, and I was like, yes, I definitely want to do that. So at the time I was really going through a hard time with my health, but my boys helped me pull that together so I could get that off in the mail to Terri. And so what we're doing is, what we're doing is I sent her little baggies of scrap yarn, and she sent me little baggies of scrap yarn, and I have not opened any of these yet. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up my Christmas tree here in the parlor and put the little baggies under the tree. And so each day, as I film, I will open a baggie, and I'm going to make a project using these scrap balls. And I think I'm going to do another continuous granny rectangle like the one I just showed you. And I'm going to use the scrap balls that Terri sends me. Now, I had never weighed yarn before. Actually, when I look at yarn, I never even look at the ounces because that wasn't important to me. I would look at the yardage, and I'd say, oh, that's got 252 yards. Yeah, that's worth it. Or, if I'd say, oh, that's only 100 yards. That's not really worth it. I never looked at ounces before because I always went by yardage. But anyway, so in talking about what size we were going to make these scrap ball yarns, I was totally confused and lost, and I could not visualize what size these balls of yarn were going to be. So we had talked about like doing 1 ounce balls. That would end up being, and we're sending each other 25 bags, so that would end up being 25 ounces of yarn. This is 5 ounces right here, and I think like your regular Red Heart yarn is about 7 ounces. So and so like I said, I had never weighed it. And then that particular day I was working on this square, and so I decided to weigh this square, and it was like 0.7, and I was just like, I couldn't visualize like how big of a project we could make, or how small the project would be, or how large the project would be. And so I had to get out my digital scale and start weighing balls of yarn to understand and kind of get an idea, because I was really lost at that. And I hope it wasn't too confusing for Terri as I was trying to figure that out for myself. So we decided anyway that we were going to send scrap balls to each other anywhere from 5 ounces to about an ounce. And so that's what I did. I got out my scrap balls and went through, and some of them were like way larger than an ounce. They were probably 2 or 3 ounces. So I had to just take an ounce off of them. And come up with 25 scrap balls of yarn, which was not hard to do. I just needed to weigh them and make sure they were in that range, and baggie them up and get them off in the mail to Terri. So for December, that's what we're doing. For countdown to Christmas, Advent, I'll be opening a bag of yarn every day, and I will work that into my project, and then I'll show you my project the next day and open a new bag of yarn and continue to add that into my project. And then at the end of December, so I'll be adding all those balls into my project. And then at the end of December, if the project isn't the size that I want it to be, I'll just start adding my scrap balls in. So it'll be a very scrappy rectangle granny square, not a square, a scrappy granny rectangle continuous blanket. Anyway, I've talked and talked so much, I don't even know what I'm saying. I do want to mention a few things that I got in the mail that miraculously has stayed on my desk. I got this adorable card in the mail from Carrie Penny. She is the Happy Homemaker on YouTube, if you hadn't checked out her channel. And she makes these cards herself, which is, you know, just adorable. I know she puts a lot of work into these cards. And so this one I was able to set up on my desk and keep it here. And I got this card in the mail from Robin. Thank you so much, Robin, for the card. I don't feel like I've ever done anything, but thank you for thinking of me and sending me a card, because you know, it did mean a lot to me. And some days when I was having a really hard day, it was just nice to get a card in the mail to lift me up a little bit. And then I got something in the mail that is adorable. And this is from, I'm trying to find the card. Okay, so this is from Sandy. Her YouTube channel is Left is Right, Crochet with Sandy. Oh, and I should say that Robin does have a crochet channel, a YouTube channel. She just changed the name of it. I'm going to link it below. I'm going to link Carrie, Robin, and Sandy YouTube channels below. So do check out their channels. But anyway, Sandy sent me a very sweet card. Just precious. Thank you so much, Sandy. And I just got to show you all those stickers on it because they are adorable. Like, I'm going to take these stickers off and glue them in a book or something. Glue them in like one of my journals, because those are just too cute to end up throwing away or something. So I'm going to cut them off or peel them off of this. They're kind of puffy stickers, so I think I could peel them off, but they won't be sticky anymore. But I could glue them down in my art, or not my art journal, but just one of my journals or booklets that I keep. Anyway, so Left is Right Crochet, Sandy. And this is what Sandy sent me. It's a keychain, but I'm not going to use it as a keychain because I don't want it to get scratched up or hurt, damaged or anyway. It says Mama Llama. It's really cute. And she ordered that on Etsy. And I just thought that was just the coolest thing. So neat. I love that. But I'm not going to use it as a keychain. I'm going to put this on the zipper pull of my bag. And just have it that way so it doesn't get, you know, scratched up or broke or anything like that. It'll be safer using it as a zipper pull on my bag. So thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate that. It's just so cute. And I do appreciate cards when I get them in the mail, but it is totally not necessary. I don't want anyone to ever feel obligated or anything like that. I do have some videos I need to make of some items that I've received in the mail from some viewers, and I just have not been able to get around to make those videos. I think I did make a few, and a good while back. Not even like, I'm not talking about the last month. I'm talking about months ago. But then those videos ended up getting deleted from my phone and such, and you know, so I need to remake the videos. I think that's about all. I know I've talked and went on forever. It's probably a very long video. I do apologize for that. But I have missed you all so much, so I did want to spend some time with you. Big Daddy and I, we have not did a video in forever. We were supposed to do our last video on October the 11th. Jody's brother was here. It was not going well. We just had so much stress and tension in our home that we couldn't get it together to do a video. But anyway, so Eric has been gone a few days now, and so we're trying to get, he's been gone a week. And so we're trying to get, you know, back in our routine. Excuse me. I've talked too long. That's a sign. You need to shut up, woman. Anyway, so Big Daddy and I are going to record this weekend. When he saw me setting up to do this, he said, we need to do a video this weekend. I said, yes, we do. And actually, he is, as of today, he is off 11 days for vacation. We're not going anywhere or doing anything. He just needs to rest and de-stress. So we do plan to do a video this weekend and tell the winners of the pattern giveaways. We were giving away 4 patterns from anywhere from anywhere that you could order a pattern from. And I can, you know, if you were to win, if you were one of the 4 winners, then you tell me where you want a pattern from. I will order the pattern, pay for the pattern, and have it emailed to you from that person. So, if you want to go back, like a long time ago, maybe early October, or might have been even September, I don't know. It's been forever ago. If you want to find that video and comment on it tonight or tomorrow, I think we'll probably record on Saturday. So if you can find that video and record on it, it's still available to comment on. And anyway, so we'll be doing that this weekend and just recording a video. I thank you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for continuously sticking with me, even though I have not been regular. I apologize for that, but I really have no control over my health and the way things have been going for me. I hope that I will have more good days and less bad days. Like I said, I'm taking high doses of prednisone right now. I do not like taking high doses of prednisone. My face just gets rounder and rounder when I do. And, but I have to make the decision, and I see my doctor again on the 10th of December. So I have to make the decision and talk with him. And I'm just going to tell him that, you know, I hate taking the prednisone. At one time, I was on like very high doses of prednisone for about 5 years. And the prednisone itself did a lot of damage in my body. But I was able to get off of it for a while, and I swore I would never get on prednisone again. And of course I did, because I can't function without it. My body does not make cortisone. And when I'm not on the prednisone, my immune system jumps up in overtime. And like my face has been raw, bloody, red mess. It is looking so good right now because I've been taking this high dose of prednisone for a week now. And you can see like some of my chest is still, but my arms and legs and body have just taken a it's been a mess. The nerves in my legs have just been on fire and itching, and can't sleep at night with them hurting like that and everything. So I basically have to take the prednisone to be able to function. And even though I do take a lot of immune suppressants, I take like 4,000 milligrams of an immune suppressant daily, plus some other things that suppress the immune system, and then the prednisone. If I have to add the prednisone on there, or it does, none of it works. So I'm going to talk to him and tell him that, yeah, I hate taking the prednisone, but I don't want to just sit around and feel like I'm dying until I die. I want to be able to live until I die. So I want to be living. I want to be able to get out of bed and sit with my family and have dinner and visit with my family and function, and be able to do things that I enjoy in life, such as making YouTube videos and crocheting and loom knitting and things like that. So I'm going to talk to him about that and tell him that, yeah, I hate prednisone, but I got to have it to be able to function and to live. And I'm not happy just laying in the bed and not being able to do things. So anyway, that's coming up. Long story. I really need to stop talking. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you all again very soon.